Hello, Cancer the Crab. I'm Noelle with Follow the Planets. My webpage is down, so you can find me on Facebook, Follow the Planets, or email me at Pluto at followtheplanets.com. Cancer, you are ruled by the moon. The moon is the feminine. It rules the home, anything domestic. It's about family and security, and we have three moons this month, where two are full and one is a new moon. And so the moons affect you most and where they are. And with a full moon, we start the month off with a full moon in your 10th house in Aries. Something is coming to an end in your career. Something is exposed here. Something has accumulated. Now, with Mars in this area of your chart, actions have been taken in reviewing your career, your status, your reputation. It has to do with how you structure your career life, and that has been under review. And this is very action oriented, and you taking actions in this career, and with those actions, this full moon sparks an ending. Perhaps you've realized through your actions in your reviewing of this area what needs to end. That's the full moon on the first of the month. And then I will talk about how these are related here, because we have Mercury on the 14th of the month going retrograde. 2 days later, October 16th, we get a new moon in this area of your chart. So Mercury is going to set off a time of review, redo, rewrite, reanalyze, rethink, relearn, okay? While in retrograde, starting on the 14th, this area of romance and love, anything you create children. It's about being an entrepreneur, self-employment, entertainment. So Mercury wants you to review these areas of creation, okay? And they want you to go deep. Scorpio goes deep to uncover the truth. So really rethink, redo this area of creation, creating romance, creating love, creating children, creating self-employment. Redo that. 2 days later, there's a new beginning in your home. And this has to do with a partnership. And so there's a new beginning, and this is the area that you rule, is the home security. There's a new beginning with a home security. Perhaps it has to do very feminine, and it's emotional. And you don't want to sign, if you are getting a new home, really pay attention to the fine print on the lease. If you're leasing, try and make it month to month. If you're buying, understand all the ins and outs of what is going on with what you're buying into. On the 27th, Mercury goes back into this area of your home. So perhaps that new beginning is now up for review on the 27th of what had taken place there with that new beginning, and you got to review that then. Perhaps the contract changed or shifted with the new beginning. So you got to be real careful with that out of a home. Okay, you don't want to sign on anything You want to keep it open-ended. You really don't. I know it's hard, but make sure your lawyer's involved, make sure it's open-ended. You can change things later. Things like that are important, especially since you rule that area and the moon is involved as well. Okay, there could be some opposition with that new moon in your career, in your home, and how that's going to relate together. And it could be a me versus we type of opposition. And this new moon could have to do like your career here. That's kind of really from the 1st of the month to the 20th of the month, there's some conflict, and that new moon could trigger off that conflict of this contractual agreement that's really going under transition with your career. Now, I will tell you, home is the solution to helping you feel more secure during a lot of the conflict this month. And yourself, doing things for yourself. Seems like, career and providing for the home and contractual agreements are all kind of the focus. What about you and your identity, your purpose, your drive, your direction, your attitude? So give to yourself, Cancer. That will help you with all of the shifts going on. And then we have a full moon on Halloween. Happy Halloween. We get a full moon on Halloween. Very exciting. And this is in Taurus, and there's a surprise attached to it. This surprise is from before. It's not new. So this surprise is attached to the full moon, in that the moon is shining light on this surprise that happened before. And it has to do with groups of people, friends. It has to do with maybe an organization you're involved with. It could be humanitarian, social awareness, the future technology, future science. This surprise comes back up again, and it could have to do with something you're trying to build with that community awareness, social awareness, groups of people you're trying to build. Something comes to an end there, and it has to do with a surprise from before in that area of groups and friends. So you may change that. You may be changing that. That's a whole area for you to really kind of get out of your comfort zone in that area for many years to come. Okay, Cancer the Crab, thank you for listening. I'm Noelle with Follow the Planets. Check me out on Facebook or email me, Pluto@followtheplanets.com. Hang in there this month. It is a rough one.